caused Love Island to be cancelled after the third suicide connected to the show. Storm Dennis caused major disruption in Hampshire, and the Festival of Light returned to Southampton. Good afternoon, welcome to 20 News Online. I'm Luke Hiscock. After ITV presenter Caroline Flack has growing concern about mental health of celebrities in reality TV shows, there have even been calls for Love Island to be cancelled. Victoria Darden has more.
You were a true friend to me. I'm gonna miss you, Kaz.
Last week, we got the news that former Love Island presenter Caroline Flack was found dead in her apartment after taking her own life. A lot of people have come forward saying they want Love Island cancelled due to the 3 tragic suicides linked to the show. We have asked students what they have to say on the matter.
I've heard there's lots of other suicides as well connected with Love Island, so yeah, I think it's all very sad, all the pressure, social media as well as Love Island. I don't know if it's Love Island itself, I think it's all the other influences on.
Because it's not really the show itself, but the things surrounding it, like social media, and especially the journalists, following celebrities, pressuring them.
But I don't think that they should have carried on the winter series because of things like Ian Sterling. Now he's got to pretend that everything's okay, and it's not fair on him. He needs time to grieve, and the whole production team, they all need time to grieve, and it's not fair that they've kind of gone, oh, you had to carry on and pretend like nothing happened. So I think the winter one should have been cancelled, but because it's something she's loved.
Victoria Darling, Winchester News Online.
Environment Agency has issued flood warnings across Hampshire. Storm Dennis has caused many problems for communities with strong winds and major floods bringing disruptions. As Smith's report.
It looks like we're over the worst of Storm Dennis now, and it's left destruction in its path, as you can see behind me. The Environmental Agency has issued flood warnings across all of Hampshire, so wherever you are, be careful. The storm was raging this past weekend, felling trees in its path. Heavy rainfall battered Hampshire, and now there are large concerns of flooding. Specifically in the Winchester area, the Environmental Agency has issued 2 alerts of possible flooding in Middle Itchen, as well as Littleton, Headbourne, Kings and Martyr, Worthy and Easton and Chilland. So no matter where you are, stay safe. Alex Smith, Winchester News Online.
Despite stormy weather, Southampton's Festival of Light is still attracting many visitors this half-term. The event, which is free to attend, is in its 4th year. Here's our reporter Ellie Clout to find out more.
Half-term week has seen the return of Southampton's Festival of Lights. Running for its 4th consecutive year and with brand new installations, the success of the event is bringing the community closer together.
It's really an important part of how we work with the local community, give something for the people of Southampton, something new each year to come along and see, because we've got brand new installations here this year compared to last. And of course for people travelling from further afield as well, it just adds to the excitement of their visit to West Quay and to Southampton.
Neon Angel Wings and Pulse are just a couple of the new installations created by artists for this year's festival. Yet despite the weather, families are being encouraged to swap the tablet screens for a fun and interactive display.
I think it's important during half term just because it gives them something to do. I think there's there isn't much for kids to do these days really, and a lot of it is based around social media. They get kind of stuck behind the telly, kind of playing computer games, so it's nice to get them back out and engaging with different artworks, maybe hopefully inspiring them to kind of take a different path, look at creating their own pieces of artwork. So yeah, it's just good fun.
And with the photo opportunities growing every year, it's no surprise that the Festival of Light is getting more successful. Ellie Clout, Winchester News Online.
Bhutan 2020 aims to plant 1 million trees to tackle climate change. Music Festival coming up with the charity Tree Sisters for the project. Olivia Fraser has the details.
With growing concerns about the climate and sustainability, the 66,000 capacity event is using its platform to try raise awareness and draw people together to restore nature.
I think they need more recycling bins around because the rubbish that they produce is ridiculous.
I already think they're doing quite a lot to be sustainable. It's been quite a long time since I went to a festival, but yeah, I think there's always improvements to be made.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, recycling bins, probably a good idea. Yeah, maybe make sure that any packaging would be recyclable in the first place.
Boomtown Fair coordinator has said that
We believe that reforestation is the most effective action we can take to tackle the climate and ecological crisis, and we're asking our community of passionate people from all over the world to come together to help save our planet.
Boomtown's Green Initiative last year saw a 50% reduction in campsite waste, 10% reduction per person, and 43% was reused and recycled. So can the festival continue to reduce their wastage as well as reach their target to plant 1 million trees? Olivia Fraser, Winchester News Online.
It's been revealed that UK households still waste 4.5 million tonnes of food a year that could have been eaten. Now Group Winchester is fighting against food waste but wants to show locals how to grow their own. We sent a reporter Cara Simmons down to their allotments to find out what it's all about.
Growing fruit and veg could be seen as a thing of the past, but at this allotment, a small team are encouraging surrounding residents to sign up and get involved.
Come rain or shine, this food action group meets at this allotment every Tuesday and Saturday morning, and it seems like its volunteers aren't afraid of getting their hands dirty.
So if people can grow things like salads, soft fruits, it's 0 miles and it's really easy, and you can just grow what you need. And it's good, we all find it's social because we're together, it's good for the mental health, it's generally good to be out in the sunshine, and it's just a great activity, not just the growing but the being together.
Both founders of the allotment try to grow as much as they can with the issue of climate change in mind.
Growing your own food is part of not having a high carbon lifestyle if you can do it. I mean, at the moment my lifestyle's still far too high carbon, but I'm doing what I can about it, and food is one of them.
The project is still ongoing and they will continue to make sure that the rain doesn't dampen their spirits. Cara Simmons, Winchester News Online.
And now for the sport, with Tyrone McPherson.
VAR decisions left Chelsea feeling a bit hard done by last night. They lost 2-0 at home to Manchester United in the Premier League, but Frank Lampard's side had 2 goals ruled out. Holders Liverpool continue their Champions League defence with a trip to Spain tonight. The runaway Premier League leaders face Atletico Madrid in their first leg of the round of 16. Manager Jurgen Klopp's side are amongst the favourites to lift the trophy again, but can expect a tough night. Basingstoke Town host Moneyfield at the City Ground this evening. Basingstoke Town are 1 place off bottom and are in need of a win after only accumulating 6 points in their last 5 league matches. Tyson Fury has dismissed chances of a heavyweight world boxing title fight with Anthony Joshua happening anytime soon. Fury faces Deontay Wilder in a rematch in Las Vegas this weekend. The Southampton Hospital charity are to continue their partnership with Southampton's ABP Marathon for the 3rd consecutive year. Over 200 runners pledged their support in last year's event and managed to raise over £50,000. The marathon is set to be held at the end of April, which gives runners just over 2 months to prepare. And that's the latest sports.
That's all this week. Thank you for watching.
All right, now.